When I got the meat cannon, I be shooting straight rope. This shit ain't nothing to me, man. Chanel Optics got me seeing shit. I need fentanyl slime. I just popped a whole garbanzo bean. Fuck you mean. I smoke real Imrani, rapscallion ghost nuggets. Y'all can't fuck with me. I'm him. I've been him. I will continue to be him. Yellow rubies glistening like piss. Gulping sea monkeys by the gallon, my tummy feel crazy. That coochie yummy slime, that coochie doing it for me slime. They thought they could stop a demon, I'm back. The Zaza got me speaking Esperanto. This shit ain't nothing to me, man. We out here cloud seeding, the scope gleaming. You can't trust me. I don't even trust myself. I don't know who I am anymore. I'm getting too much money. Ass so fat, I'm peeking off this Danny Phantom slime. Can you remind me who I am? Get the president on the phone now. I fronted him a brick. I need my money. Hello? Black China? I'm moving different. This shit ain't nothing to me, man. I'm a dog. I'm biting the fart bubbles in the bath. We smoking symbiotes. Smoking that Whoopi Goldberg South Egyptian Fur Burger Deluxe Mega Million Scratcher Skunk Bubba Kush. We smoking dung beetle. I'm on 12 Vicodins smoking on Scooby-Doo dick. We smoking Sequoia Banshee boogers. We snorting that good Buffalo Soldier Tamarind Jordanian jibbies. They must have amnesia. They forgot that I'm him. That Burberry backwoods pack hitting that pussy smell like a Hellcat V8. We smoking shit in a glass pipe, blowing the Lord's bubbles. I'm sick in the head. I'm on them Broward County Tic Tacs. I'm on them Georgetown Geronimos. I'm on them Nashville Nibblers. I left my Margellas in the Benz truck. I'll have to stun on them next time. I don't give a fuck if I go blind. I don't need to see the price tag anyway. I'm high on 12 Jason Bournes, looking to beat the cum out of a thick, fresh oak. We smoking filtered crack, you stupid piece of shit. I'll fucking kill you. Call that pussy the Matrix, cause I'm in this bitch and I can't get out.
I'm not quite sure why I'm here or what I'm doing, but there's a reason. I don't like Facebook, and I don't like the internet. The library blocked my password. Now tell me, does that make any sense to you?
This is absolutely lit. This is lit. This is absolutely lit. This is lit. This is absolutely lit. This is lit.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dark Times with Dark Match Steve. I am your twink, your host, your beloved Dark Match Steve, Young Darkness, a.k.a. Lil Darky, a.k.a. Lil N-Word. Lovers, welcome. I can't believe I'm live right now. I had a long-ass day at work. Okay? So we're not doing a live stream or a live... You know what? I'm going to just shut it down now and start it over again, okay? Do you all mind? We're not doing a long stream tonight. Is what I was trying to say. I got my ass kicked at work. I'm over it. I just want to eat dinner and jerk off and go to sleep, okay? So what we're going to do is have a little fun for like an hour, maybe hour and a half. I'll let you suckle on mommy's teat for about an hour, hour and a half, and then I'm cutting you off. Okay, it's Friday, damn it. Tonight we're doing the cops versus the Constitution, also known as pathetic police. Pew, 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 pew. I need to get the horn sound effect because I'm sick of doing it with my mouth. We'll just do this. Pathetic police. Very scary. Yeah, guys. So I compiled a few different videos for us to take a look at. These are cops abusing their power. If you could imagine a cop abusing their power, I know that's such a crazy thing to even try to comprehend, but if you could imagine, I've found a few videos showing this happening. So we're going to take a look at those, and I'm going to sit here and smoke bowls. You guys ready for that? Let me get to the chat. So hello to everybody, and we'll get started. What are we at? Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, also known as X, if you have autism and an addiction to ketamine. So yeah, wherever you're at, get in the chat. Lovers, I'm with you now. I'm in the chat. Can you feel me in the chat? Fat Pig in here first. Lover, I was just wondering, I was taking a shower. I was washing my balls, and I was thinking, Fat Pig, I don't know if he's been first in a minute. Lover, it's good to see you first in the chat. You know what? Free prostate milking for you. I'm going to give them out tonight. Fat Pig, you get the free prostate milking of the night because you're here first. We're going back to free prostate milkings, guys. Get used to it. Bart Hutchison, welcome. Kenny Powers, Bob Cook, lovers, thank you guys for joining me. Johnny Z's up in here. The man himself. Dark Match Bob. Scrolling through. Kenny said, I wanted to watch that time travel movie that DMS recommended before the show tonight, but I ran out of time. Son of a bitch. It's all a game to the chat. It's just a big fucking game. Icy Bird, lover, welcome. Thanks for joining us. Bob D's over on the Facebook. Did I miss another time change? Oh, well, I'm on a little early, that's all. I'm on a little early tonight because it's Friday and Scott Starbird is off for tonight. Johnny Z, this is what I often think. LOL, DMS is going to think, what the fuck, as he has to scroll down 1 mile of chat, and you guys have only been in here for 5 minutes. Oh, thank you, Fat Pig. Yeah, guys, please smash the like button. I don't tell you guys that enough because it's like a buzzkill asking people to hit the subscribe button and the like button. It's like a boner killer or something. It's like when we start the stream and we're about to get into it. It's like we're in the sheets together, butt naked, and then I go, "Would you hit the like button? Hey, would you please hit the like button and the subscribe button? That would help me a lot." It's like telling the person to put on a condom when you're already all boned up in the sheets and you're knocking at that back door saying, "Let me in right now. I will not wait." And they say, "No, you need to wrap that thing up." And then you go, "What the hell was all that talk about? You wanted me to blow my load inside of you. What was all that? Why were you feeling so feisty then? And now you're being all shy." Anyways, I hope that's relatable to somebody. That's like my personal experience there. I think it got a little too real for me. Anyway, Bob D, he came over to the YouTube. Wow, flower business must be just as hard as opening football cards. Oh, it's much harder, and it takes a lot more skill. I know that much. Yeah, guys are talking about watching. So I watched a cool movie last night that I hadn't seen before. It wasn't like, it wasn't like really, really cool, but it was pretty good. It was, what was it called? Passengers. It was an interesting movie. I watched, it was like recently, I don't remember exactly when I saw Interstellar, and it was on YouTube. And so I've like looked at other space themed movies. Passenger is really good. Like for just a random space movie. It's not like, it's kind of interesting. I don't want to give away too much of the plot or anything, but basically these people they're on this big fucking spaceship that has thousands of people on it that's supposed to like go to another planet and like basically kind of populate a new planet. Not like new, but like it's anyway. Passengers or passenger or passengers. But yeah, there's like I think it's like 5,000 people or something on this giant ship that they hurl into outer space towards this other planet, and it's like 100 years away, going at half of the speed of light. So all of these people that are on this ship are in like a weird kind of hibernation chamber type of thing. They all are in their own little hibernation egg deal that keeps it basically like suspends their body, almost like freezing them. But it just makes it to where you can almost like time travel into the future. You just go to sleep in this pod, and then you wake up like however many years later, and you haven't aged or anything like that. It's pretty interesting. Um, Mainly, like the acting and everything is like okay. It's a Hollywood movie, kind of. It's not, whatever. But the concepts and stuff are pretty interesting. It's pretty cool. Um, Matty P's up in here. What's up? What's up, guys? No, you're not late. I'm early, bro. I'm early. All right, let's get to it. Let me pull up. So I've got a couple more long form. We've got some dash and badge cam videos we're going to take a look at with police. And part of the reason, you guys know, look, I'm not somebody that just likes to, rag on the police all the time. We play plenty of videos where it's like, we have different themes, cops versus creeps. There's what were the other way? I'm not like a completely anti-cop person, but part of the reasoning for me doing some of these, being very critical of the police and showing badge cam footage and stuff where they violate people's rights and whatnot, it is, of course, educational for you guys. It helps everybody, and I don't, we all will learn something. One of the pages that I'm pulling from is going to be Audit the Audit, which is great because we can sort of go along and watch and sort of say, like, where we think they're fucking up. And the guy goes and scores it all at the end and lays it all out with laws and statutes and everything like that. So, it's a little more educational, but we also get to talk shit about cops who suck. So that's fun. I like doing that. So let me pull up the long form ones, and then I've got a couple like shorter deals that we'll take a look at if it doesn't get too late here. Again, I'd like to be off by 9:30. I still got to cook dinner and stuff. I have had a long day, guys. It was a long day. I knew it was going to be, and I tried working fast. It was still a long ass day. Okay, let's pull this one. Let me go to this page. Okay, let me get you guys on here with me now so I don't bore you to tears. So let me go to this channel first, because I know there was, let me see. Okay, okay. I think this is These are the other two. This is the one okay. We're gonna take a look at this one. I have not watched this one. This where you can see the red. That's supposed to be, saying up until where you watched. That's just where I clicked to get the thumbnail picture. So we'll take a look at this one and maybe watch this one or this. This might be better for a different night. This is more of like, we're more looking for violating people's constitutional rights and stuff tonight. Planting evidence, that's juicy, and we might take a look at it, but anyway.
And for maintaining a
Oh God. Spoiler alert, these cops get an F. Okay. All right, let's take a look at that. I don't know how much he's gonna lay out here. Okay. Hold on. The audit disclaimer, fair use. Okay, so let's just see. They said the caption or the title of the video is they set him up for the perfect lawsuit. Take notes, guys. Get your fucking money. Take notes and get money.
On the night of October 6th, 2024, an individual who we will refer to as Mr. Black arrived at the Discovery Inn in Midvale, Utah around
Sounds racist, but the guy, he's not black. He's wearing black.
10:30 and parked his vehicle in the lot with his American Bulldog inside. The temperature was about 55 degrees, and Mr. Black did not leave any windows rolled down or doors unlocked. At approximately 11 p.m., Mr. Black stepped outside to check on his dog and found officers Ermina Mustafich and Todd.
55 degrees. Hold on. Is that Celsius or Fahrenheit? This makes a lot of difference.
Gray of the Unified Police Department of Greater Salt Lake responding to 2 911 calls reporting a possible case of animal neglect, along with 2 citizens who had shattered his vehicle's windshield in an attempt to reach the dog. The interaction that followed was captured on off.
Oh, nice. So we've got a citizen's arrest as well going on here. This is gonna be juicy. We've got random people breaking your windows when your dog is just sitting in your car safe. These people have seen too many like TikTok videos where a dog is like dying in a car and some lucky person gets to smash another human being's window to rescue the dog.
Officer Mustafich's body camera.
Rolled up.
Okay. Who did the damage to the car?
I did.
Okay.
Because I was trying to get him out.
You can't do that.
Okay.
Okay, you call the police and you
We
wait.
did, and we were just.
Okay, and you wait for the police. You don't break people's shit. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay. What?
You're here for the dog?
Yeah.
What's the issue? It's my dog.
Is it your dog?
Yeah. No way. I haven't been here 3 to 4 hours.
Okay. You guys.
I've not been here 3 to 4 hours. I've been here 45 to an hour.
We've been here an hour for
And it's nighttime.
They said there's no windows down in
He's not been here. I've not been here for 3 to 4 hours. I got here like maybe 45 minutes to an hour ago.
Okay. We'll
Seriously.
figure it out. Just stand over by that car.
Is that your...
That's my dog.
Okay.
It's nighttime. It's not getting hot. Dude, it's nighttime.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
Sir,
Okay.
come over, talk to me just a second.
Fucking rockheads. Oh my God. Yeah, Sniz is in the chiz. Ladies and gentlemen, he's here. Yes, stupid Karens. We've got Karens and cops on the case. Let's see. They said set him up for a lawsuit. You know what? I'm interested to see. I wonder if the cops actually like fuck this up worse. Well, it must, because I accidentally spoiled it. They got an F. They got rated an F. So somehow the cops are going to make this even worse than it already is. This is pretty much open and shut. We've got some retarded citizens trying to like take the law into their own hands, some vigilante Karens. And, that should have been it. But let's see where the cops take this, where it doesn't need to go.
Seriously, I haven't been here 3 to 4 hours. Who's saying that?
Sir,
You
Just go talk to that officer. You don't need to justify anything with her. She's not the damn police.
Directives.
So yeah, you do. I told you to do something, so do it.
dude, don't
Do
cause
what I
any more
told you to do.
problems than It has to be.
I haven't broken the law. There's law enforcement.
Build a website you love with Wix.
Looks like just a bunch of fucking idiots. I think everybody, probably the dog owner too, we'll see. He might be the victim here, but he's probably still an idiot. It's a bunch of stupid people.
where your words create your brand.
What is your first name? Where do you live?
I'm homeless. I just rent a room.
What's your phone number? Hey, Todd. Hey, Gray.
She's homeless, so she was breaking into the car because she wanted to steal the car or sleep in it, and she just noticed there was a dog in it after she broke the window. I know exactly what's going on here.
Stay here. She caused that damage to his car.
Okay.
She did?
Yes.
What the hell?
Okay.
What did she do? Don't yell at me.
Dude, what is your name? Okay? If you don't calm down and be quiet
I'm
for a
fine.
second, let us explain something to you, okay?
Don't talk to me that way.
I'm not going to tell you again, or I'm
What
going to
are
put you in handcuffs. Because you're causing a disturbance that doesn't need to be caused.
That's fine.
Okay?
Do you want to see my dog?
He's causing a disturbance for showing any emotion at all. How dare you be upset that someone damaged your property?
Hold on.
Don't yell at me. Don't talk to me that
Do
way.
you have your identification on you?
No, I'm not going to do it. I broke the law.
Turn around and put your hands
I haven't
behind your
broken the
back.
law. I'm not
Turn around and
detained.
put your hands behind your
You
back.
are now.
You have now.
For what?
Failing to comply with a police officer.
What?
Okay?
Dude, you don't...
You are pain in the butt.
That's not a
okay?
law.
Okay?
That's not a law.
It
to be a
is.
pain in the butt.
It is.
Our tax dollars at work. Bro, I mean, look, I get it. It's probably not easy being a cop, but how do you have no sense of self when you apply for the job and just kind of like willy-nilly decide to abuse your power? How are you not like actually steadily abiding by standards where if someone this is like pretty much across the board standard. I don't know if there's any state where there's like, some kind of like fancy ID law or something. But when you haven't broken the law, you have no obligation to show the cop your ID. I think if you've been like in a car wreck or something and you're a passenger, sometimes they like, I think they like to make you do it then or something. I don't even know if you have to then. But yeah, it's just why is this cop so fucking frustrated? This guy has high blood pressure.
There'll be a lot of people.
Comply to it. What?
Okay. Okay. We'll play your game.
No, look.
Nope.
What are you talking about? I know the law.
You want to act like it's a law. You don't know the law, so shut up.
Comply with a police officer. Okay. I haven't broken the law. I wasn't
You're
detained.
causing a disturbance that doesn't need to be caused. It's called disorderly conduct. Okay?
Come on.
Have you heard of that law?
Are you serious?
Have you heard of the law?
I'm
Really?
serious.
Oh, okay.
Do you guys... I haven't done anything.
Okay? Other than not just shut up and let us talk to you for a
I don't
second.
consent to searches or seizures.
You know, you're under arrest. You don't need to be consent to searched.
For what?
You got to fight.
You don't need to be consent to searched. Sorry, guys. We here at whatever police force, we accidentally hired a bunch of retards. So random people, upstanding citizens have to deal with shit like this.
Type on you.
You guys... Okay. Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
This is ridiculous. Dude, all right.
You got some gloves. You've got a pipeline.
This could have been super simple for you.
Dude, listen to
No,
yourself.
but you want...
Listen to yourselves.
No, you listen to
I
yourself.
broke the law? What did I break the law? Listen,
this
listen
fucking-
to your guy. Listen. Are you happy about yourself? Come on, man.
You want to shut up long enough for us to tell you what's going on?
What's some
All right,
respect?
we're not going to talk to you anymore, okay?
Whatever. That's ridiculous. Thanks. Thanks, I appreciate it.
You want to be quiet long enough for us to talk to you?
Dude, I can say whatever I want. Okay?
All right, cool.
At a certain point, when you're in this situation as an innocent person, at this point, just know, for those of you who might not understand yet, they have gone way beyond violating your rights here. So you can just tell them to suck your dick. You say, "Hey, cop, suck my dick." And they go, you wouldn't even shut up long enough for us to suck my dick. Roberto Perez in the chiz. Sir, welcome. Thanks for joining us. We're looking at shitty cops, learning how to stand up for our rights. Fat Pig, you actually, bro, don't tell me you actually think that, do you? That you must provide ID to cops when they ask you, whenever they ask you? This is why we're reviewing these, bro, because people actually think this. That is not true. There's like specific like in New York they had that law where you actually, it's like the stop and ID, stop and frisk, whatever. Fat Pig is asking, do you want to debate it? No, honestly, I would, but I'm trying not to stay on too late. And he's about to show you at the end of the video why you're wrong and cite the statute. So it'll save us time here. Matty P says he's a potential suspect. He has to provide ID. But no, but that's the thing. He's not a suspect in a crime. There's no crime that's been committed. He had his dog in the car and someone else broke his window. Someone else destroyed his property. He's not a suspect. The whole thing, well, we'll see at the end if there's some technicality, because this guy will definitely cite it here. But the whole thing is the cops were escalating shit. This guy, they're going to go back and show it when he cites where this went wrong. And this guy is going to show, I mean, the cops are not supposed to be escalating things.
Nice.
It's illegal to hand it. I didn't break the law.
Guess what? It's illegal to have drugs too.
Well, it's an illegal search.
It's an illegal search, and he's probably right about that.
Give it to me.
It's not Nazi Germany. I didn't break the law.
Okay. You tell it to the judge.
I will.
It is not Nazi Germany. That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah. If it's a justice system, it's not.
Okay.
I'm good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
After Mr. Black refuses to identify himself, the officers place him under arrest and search his pockets, apparently finding drugs and drug paraphernalia. We will discuss.
Wait, hold on. Matty P, they have more than enough probable cause to run the tags and the owners? Probable cause how? A suspect of animal cruelty. But how is it animal cruelty when it's nighttime and the dog is just sitting comfortably in his car? The vehicle is involved in an incident. Dude, it's not a driving incident. This guy could not have an ID and it just be his car that's fucking parked there, but he's still got a good tag on it or something,
the legality of Mr. Black's arrest at further length later in this episode, but for now, it is important to understand that if a court were to determine that the arrest was not supported by probable cause, the drugs and paraphernalia found in his pockets would be suppressed under the so-called exclusionary rule as the product of an unconstitutional search.
We'll see, guys. I could be wrong. I know some of you guys in the chat are thinking the cops might have been right to demand his ID. We'll see what laws and statutes and whatever support whoever side here. I'm pretty sure, even though it's the Maddie says I don't like cops, but I think they're right here. We'll see, buddy. Let's see towards the end what they say. I'm pretty sure the cops are way beyond. Don's up in here. What's up, Don? The cops have gone beyond their legal lengths to do what they're doing here.
Seizure. When an arrest is lawful, officers may typically conduct a full search of the arrestee's person as a search incident to arrest, as recognized by the Supreme Court in the 1973 case of United States versus Robinson. However, when the underlying arrest is not based on probable cause, any search incident...
All of it gets thrown out. The pipe, the whatever, gets thrown out if it's an illegal search.
That arrest is likewise unconstitutional. In the 1914 case of Weeks versus United States, the Supreme Court held that evidence obtained in violation of the Fourth Amendment could not be used in federal prosecutions, creating the so-called exclusionary rule. Nearly half a century later, the court extended that protection to state courts in the 1961 case of Mapp versus Ohio. The purpose of the rule is to deter police misconduct by eliminating any incentive for officers to disregard constitutional limits on searches and seizures.
Hold on a second. Terry's in here. Richie April said, Dark Match Steve, is it true Holyoke Joe got kicked out of his nursing home onto the street? Did that happen again? No, he got kicked out. I don't know. I haven't kept track of Holyoke Joe. I don't have him blocked on my social media. I think I still have him. What do I have him hidden from my channel or something? I don't even know how to undo that. But yeah, I unblocked him like, this was like weeks and weeks ago, probably like a month ago or something. I unblocked him and stuff. I don't keep track of Holyoke Joe. I haven't been watching the Bubba Show. I don't know what's going on with any of that bullshit. So.
Accordingly, if the drugs and paraphernalia found in Mr. Black's pockets were the product of an unconstitutional search, they would likely be suppressed in a subsequent prosecution for any drug charges.
Anything else, Tony? Hope you sleep good tonight. Like, come on now.
This Thanksgiving, we'll make the meal. You make the memories. Bring home a
God damn, that's a big platter.
Bob Evans Farmhouse Feast.
Bob Evans does it.
Are you happy with yourself? Are you proud? No, I'm not. I'm actually pretty busy doing that.
This is what you're doing with your time if you're busy.
That's unbelievable.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You want to get another bag off my seat?
Yeah.
Man, that's a bad night. All you park your car somewhere and you leave your dog in the car for 45 minutes. It's like a comfortable 55 degrees outside. The homeless woman's out there with a tank top on, not giving a fuck. It's like as comfortable as it could possibly be outside. And you get your car window smashed and then you get handcuffed and arrested and they found paraphernalia on you all because of a fucking homeless crackhead that the cops are choosing to side with during this investigation. That's a rough night, man.
You just want to take everything out.
Damn, this guy got cash money too.
You really helped. You want to take a picture? Hi. Hey, you just literally touched the... Like, what the was that? You guys body cams on? Beautiful. Yes. Oh my god. When did you turn it on? When did you turn it on?
She grabbed his dong. You know what? That's a cheap move, lady.
Hi. When did you turn on? Doesn't matter. Thank you so much for being transparent. I appreciate that. Let's go put you in the car. Is your body cam on? Thank you so much. Same here. You really saved my dog. Have a seat.
Thanks again.
Sit down.
Appreciate it. To protect you.
I don't know how long we control for now.
See what I tell you, she grabbed his dick, and that's exactly what is on their mind, and you just need to tell them, suck my dick. You're violating my rights. Just suck it. But first, fluff it up a little bit when you're frisking me.
Any animal control to respond, take custody of the dog. You might have one going to jail.
Well, I'm gonna have to charge her with property damage too.
Huh?
Her with that?
She has no criminal intent.
No.
She was just trying to rescue a dog that really didn't need to be rescued. But what do you do?
Officer Mustafich states that she intends to charge the woman who broke Mr. Black's windshield with property damage, but Officer Gray...
What the fuck? Bro. They're gonna let this fucking crackhead off.
Ray advises her not to because the woman had no quote-unquote criminal intent since she was trying to help the dog. Under Section 76-6-106.1 of the Utah Code, an individual commits property damage or destruction by intentionally damaging, defacing, or destroying the property of another. There is no requirement that the individual damage the property with a malicious or quote-unquote criminal motive. Rather, the property must only be damaged intentionally, which Section 76-2-103 of the Utah Code defines as acting with the conscious goal to cause a certain outcome. Here, because the woman admitted that she broke the windshield intentionally with the conscious goal of damaging or destroying it, the court would likely find that, contrary to Officer Gray's assertions, the intent element was satisfied for a property damage charge, despite the woman's altruistic motivations.
Did you get his information?
Nope. I think he had a wall.
Yeah, you don't get to just be retarded and walk around breaking other people's stuff and not get charged. And I agree with that law. Lock them up. You're too stupid to be free. What was it? Total Technologies up in here. What's up, lover? Welcome. What's your name? D. Cert Teehee. Welcome. If I'm going to your gay club for you, homie, you better make it worthwhile. I hear you. Bro, same. I don't know how many times I have to say that. I've said that too many times.
Yeah, well, I mean, you had just pulled, like, right before you pulled up, you walked out of those doors, and it was, like, super confrontational already.
Yeah, we can't.
And I kind of at her, too, because I'm like, you can't just break people. You call the cops and you wait. Like, I'm sorry, but...
Yeah, there's 105 degrees outside, that's one thing, but...
Yeah. I can't hear you. No, it's not, you're going to jail. Okay, well, that's up to a judge to decide. Okay, thanks.
The judge is going to decide how much fucking cash he gets, too. And he's going to like that judgment. That's going to be a good one.
I will double check them. Okay, cool. That's up to a judge to decide. Lean forward.
You know, this is why, like, people hate
I'm
tyrants.
fixing your cuffs. I don't want to talk to you. Do you understand me?
Aren't you supposed to encourage me to talk?
No, I don't care if you want to talk or not.
Now that you have no cuffs? Ow! Oh, God, come on now. Like, really? You see how tight they are?
They're not tight. They scooted up.
What? They're not tight?
Just look that way.
Please loosen them. God, why are you treating me like this?
Feeling real community.
Yeah, I mean...
Until you want to run your mouth.
It's my First Amendment rights. I'll say whatever I want.
Well, there's a line
of... an oath to protect my rights. And this is why I'm doing it, because...
There's a line. And he crossed it by being slightly upset that a homeless crackhead bashed his window in.
Look that way if you want your cuffs fixed.
I didn't disrespect you guys personally. I didn't say anything to you guys. I can't
Have you heard
defend the fact that I was here for an hour and I was like...
Well, you can, but not in that way when you're causing a scene and everyone's out here
They were
watching.
here before I came here. Dude,
just be quiet and...
Don't tell me to be... I'll say whatever I want.
Okay, you go ahead.
It's my First Amendment right. You swear an oath to protect that.
If you want, twist your arm this way,
Thank you.
your wrist,
Appreciate it.
because
You
it will
swear an
feel
oath to
better.
protect my right to speak.
Okay, 2 fingers can fit in here.
No, like this one, the left one.
Okay, I'm going to fix it.
No, this is the right one. Thank you. The right one's so much better. I appreciate it. You know, the best thing I said tonight is I don't consent to search and seizures. I'm so glad he has his camera on. Oh my God, I did not let go. I don't have to follow your directives. Did you know that? Until once I'm detained, arrested, obviously I'm under your hold, your tyranny. But if I ever broke the law, I don't have to listen to you. Cool? Come on now, be more respectful than that. Why are you
Cool.
You aren't being very respectful.
How was I not being respectful? How was I not being respectful?
Okay, your handcuffs
Because
are...
I didn't bow to you?
Turn.
Becoming a nurse is closer than you think. At
Get them badges. Snatch them badges.
WGU, our hybrid pre-licensure BSN program.
So what did she say that was the reason why she thought the dog was in peril?
Well, so I didn't talk to her very much because as soon as I got here, she was here, and then he walked up and started confronting her or whatever. And so, but basically what they were saying is that the dog was in there for, I can't remember how long, but it was definitely over an hour. And that she is the one that broke it. And I said, okay, you can't just break it.
Bro, what a fucking is she saying he came out confronting her about breaking the window? He didn't even know she was the one who broke it until they weren't even by each other. This cop is a fucking idiot.
On people's property, you need to call the cops or whatever. She's like, well, I did. And you guys, I guess we were taking too long, so she did that. And at that time, he like walked over and was like, what's the issue with the dog? It's my dog. Like, what is the issue? And I was like, okay, dude, like back up. And he's like, no, it's my dog. And then he went over to like, or no, you came, but when he went over to the car, I was like, well, that window's damaged. He's like, you broke my window? Like, I didn't really get a chance to talk to her, but. Okay, so tell me what happened. Okay.
Bro, this is one of the reasons people like Sam Hyde can make a video talking about women shouldn't be cops, and it rings true with people. This is like a prime example here where a guy is like barely visibly upset that a crackhead broke his window, and the cop is acting like he was completely out of line and she was in fear of, for her life, and they had to handcuff him. Adam Wiley's up in here, Lover and Dutch Duke. Double D's in here. What's up?
You fill out the top as well, your name, your birthday.
Okay, what I was doing, I was walking my dog. I have 3 dogs. Okay, I was walking my dog. These ladies approached me and said there were a dog stuck in the car with the windows up and the doors were locked.
I was just scrolling up. Maddie P said it first. Female cop always starts shit they can't finish. Well, they finish it. They either handcuff an innocent guy or accidentally shoot a man with a bullet when they meant to tase him.
So we kept looking.
That's how they finish it.
Around to see if we can try to get the dog out, because he was like literally panting, like drooling. He looked like he was about to pass out, and he was in the car for 3 to 4 hours.
55 degrees. The dog is about to pass out.
How do you know that?
That's what they said.
So you said the dog was drooling, panting, and
it's hot in the car.
It's not hot outside, right? We'll go over that in just a second. But you said that the dog was drooling, panting, and
he was just looked like he was half dead because he was drooling so bad. And there was a little crack in the window, so I took out to try to get that dog out. To me, it looked like it's hot in the car. But like I said, it just.
What made you think it was hot in the car?
Because I'm a crackhead, so I just thought that. Hold on a second. Let me get my water. Oh my God, crackheads are so interesting. I didn't expect tonight we'd be going deep down into the darkest depths of a crackhead's mind to figure out why they broke an innocent person's car window, but here we are.
The windows were all up, and the way he was drooling.
Who else called?
Me.
You did? Okay, can I just talk to you for a second?
I just pulled up and I saw the dog there. And I was like,
what time did you pull up?
I'm trying to think. What time did you pull up?
It was just like, sorry, I'm with her.
That's okay.
It was like about 10:30, 11 o'clock, and like I
was it that late already?
Yeah, like I said, when we got.
Listen, hold on. We got a speech impediment here. We gotta slow this down. We gotta put this back to normal speed. I'm with her. We got here and the dog was in the car.
Can I just talk to you for a second?
I just pulled up and I saw the dog in there. And I was like,
what time did you pull up?
I'm trying to think. What time did you pull up?
It was just like, sorry, I'm with her.
That's okay.
It was like about.
I'm with her.
10:30, 11 o'clock, and like I was.
Was it that late already?
Yeah. Like I said, when we got here, he was in the very back of the SUV, and I looked through the window. And
his jaw was going clear down like this.
His jaw was clear down here, and his eyes were just like big. And he just looked like he wanted just to pass out.
At first I asked him.
This woman sounds like she has the IQ of a dog.
Do you guys know who?
Dumb dog, like a fucking pug or something like that. Not a golden retriever or some dog with some dignity.
Dog, who owns that Jeep, so we can go tell him that his dog's hot, But nobody knew who it was, but the girls that drove right there.
Good.
Where'd she go? Anyways, she said that Jeep's been here for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, so What did you believe that the dog was?
I believed that the dog was gonna die. I did. I really thought so because of the way he was drooling.
Yeah.
And his eyes were like, I've never seen a dog's eyes look like that. Like,
his eyes were like big, and he looked
he
like
was
they were about
going
ready
like
to go
this.
back to in the back of his head.
but he was clear in the back, like not moving from that area. So I don't know if he...
This is the problem here, guys. I mean, I think we've all figured it out at this point, but we've got two retarded women telling a crackhead to rescue a dog from a car. That's what we've got here. We've got two retarded women, probably homeless, telling another homeless crackhead that a dog is having heat stroke in a car when it's 55 degrees outside. That's a case closed.
Change him to, he probably changed him to stay back there, you know what I mean?
And then,
So he
like,
didn't dare move.
every time I would move, the dog would go like this. Watch me go.
Oh, wow, that means it's dying. They saved this dog. It watched me when I walked back and forth. That's a clear sign of the dog dying.
Tierney. All right, so we're gonna take care of the dog. Do you guys need anything else from us?
No.
All right, well, thank you. I appreciate it. Yep.
We're going to take care of the dog. We're heroes. We're going to give it a biscuit. It's going to be just fine. And thank God we arrested this innocent man.
Thanks.
You need to look this stuff right?
Yeah.
So glad my tax dollars are going somewhere useful.
If you don't mind, I counted the money. I don't know if I counted it right, but I counted about $820.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
easy.
No.
Yeah, if you want to just fill that in for me and all.
Yeah. Is mom coming to pick up the bag
Yes,
instead?
20 minutes. Yeah, which is it?
Well, we already learned, guys, you have to watch the cops count your money. You got to count it with them. We learned that already. That black guy, remember? He had fucking bands in his pockets. And he's like, bro, I heard the rubber band snap. One of y'all took some hundos. They're like, what are you talking about, bro? We counted it right in front of you, this and that. Like, nah, bro, I heard the rubber band pop. They're like, nah, you're tripping. You're black and crazy. Shut up. No way you should have more money than me on you. I'm going to take a... So, yeah, and the cop took... It looked like at least like $500 or something. You got to watch these motherfuckers. It was right on badge cam. Well, I don't know if him taking it was on badge cam, but they definitely showed the part where they found it in the door of his cruiser right on the driver's side. Good stuff.
I had done nothing wrong. I said, I had been here for hours. I said, you're absolutely right. You have done nothing wrong. But you just won't shut up long enough for us to de-escalate the situation and get you over here and tell you what we're here and tell you what happened. And then you can go take your dog and go in. We'll tell these people they're going to have to pay for a window.
Yeah.
He said, all you want to do is argue. Well, you can't tell me where to stand. So, okay,
Yeah, that's
we're
what
done
he's telling me
talking.
too. I'm like, what should we do with this?
So that we just caught on camera here, the official charge for this innocent man being arrested is argumentation. He got charged with argumentation.
Leave with the car.
And as far as the window, I didn't charge her.
I wouldn't. I would just document it.
I mean, all three
he
of them
can,
said.
he can civilly sue them, but there's no criminal intent.
Yeah, she
Okay.
said. I mean, all three of
Oh,
them
he's gonna civilly sue you guys too. Let's hear what happens.
said they thought the dog was gonna die because of his drool down. Taste or whatever.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not a dog person, so I don't know. But
It's obviously cold outside. I wouldn't. It
You're not a human person either. You are a wretched human.
would have been a nothing. This would have been a total.
yeah, for sure.
Okay, if you want, I'll wait for him, and then
And for him, just do the disorderly and.
I'll do POCS Class A, possession of paraphernalia, failure to comply with lawful command of a police officer.
Wheatley Vodka. Perfect. This one goes out to the stars and the stripes. American backyards and a vodka done right. Wheatley.
In addition to drug
I will never drink Wheatley's.
charges, the officers discussed charging Mr. Black with failure to comply with the lawful command of a police officer and disorderly conduct. However, Mr. Black was ultimately charged with disorderly conduct and failure to disclose identity. According to Section 76-9-102B of the Utah Code, which is the subsection that Mr. Black was charged under, disorderly conduct consists of engaging in fighting or in violent, tumultuous, or threatening behavior or making quote-unquote unreasonable noise in a public place. While Mr. Black did speak in a...
So we already know, guys, these are Utah cops. We already know how bad the Utah cops are. I mean, we saw with Charlie Kirk. They're really not good at securing a crime scene or anything like that. So we already know what we're dealing with here.
louder tone, he was never shouting, fighting, or in any way violent, and a court would almost certainly determine that his conduct did not rise to the level of disorderly conduct.
Somehow I think with this arrest here, I think Erica Kirk was involved in this somehow, or Israel.
As for the failure to disclose identity charge, Section 76-8-301.5 of the Utah Code makes it a crime to knowingly refuse to disclose one's name to a peace officer after being lawfully detained under circumstances that create reasonable suspicion of...
Okay, so here we go. I was talking too much shit, but let's back it up here where this says, oh yeah, 43. Here it's the disorderly conduct. Let's check out the wording. And again, this is for Utah.
According to Section 76-9-102B of the Utah Code, which is the subsection that Mr. Black was charged under, disorderly conduct consists of engaging in fighting or in violent, tumultuous, or threatening behavior, or making quote-unquote unreasonable noise in a public place. While Mr. Black...
Okay, so at most, they could argue unreasonable noise in a public place. No judge is going to stand behind this unless the judge is also a homeless crackhead who would have broke the window as well. Okay, so right there, the cops are already doing really bad here.
Did speak in a louder tone. He was never shouting, fighting, or in any way violent, and the court would almost certainly determine that his conduct did not rise to the level of disorderly conduct. As for the failure to disclose identity charge, Section 76-8-301.5 of the Utah Code makes it a crime to knowingly refuse to disclose one's name to a peace officer after being lawfully detained under circumstances that create reasonable suspicion of criminal activity. The statute does not permit officers to demand identification from someone who has not been lawfully detained. And as we have discussed many times before here on ATA, the Supreme Court held in the 1979 case of Brown versus Texas that arresting a citizen solely for refusing to identify themselves, absent reasonable suspicion of a crime, violates the Fourth Amendment. Therefore, it is highly probable that
Okay, violation of the Fourth Amendment.
Court would conclude that there was no lawful basis to arrest Mr. Black for failing to identify himself, as he was not detained on reasonable suspicion of a crime at the time that he refused to give his name.
You guys know where the dog's gonna go?
To his mom.
Her mom's coming. Is he okay?
Are you with him?
I know him.
Are you staying here together?
No, I met him here, and I knew that he left his dog outside, and he came up to check him out.
What time did you guys meet here? What time?
Did you guys get here?
He got here later than me.
What time did you get here?
I got here around like 10.
About what time?
Like 10-ish.
Okay.
Are you Ginger? Okay.
Oh, so he knows.
I just saw his phone ringing.
Yeah, I'm Ginger.
Okay.
So 10-ish, right here when they're ending the arrest, we're at 23:37. So this is like 11, right? 11 something. When did this start? The arrest, this probably already at least took like 30 minutes, maybe a little less. But yeah, so according to this bitch, yeah, if what she's saying is correct, and who knows if she could back it up, but if we look at the time here and she's saying she got here around 10 and he got there after her, and they're done with the arrest at 11:30. Yeah, I don't know if the dog was sitting in there as long as the homeless crackhead said it was, but, she might be right.
Okay.
He's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he's going with us.
Alright.
Thank you.
Does he get like a free call or anything?
Free what?
Like a call from jail or anything?
Oh, yeah. He can call people. Okay.
He's kind of, he barks a lot, huh?
I don't know.
I haven't heard him bark.
Thank you. Yeah, I do the PLCS Class A, the paraphernalia.
What time is it? 21:51. Let's go back to the beginning and see. Oh, yeah. So look, I was right. 30 minutes, about 30 minutes. All this took to go down in real time. Man, that was a pretty good guess. So yeah, the interaction starts right. It says 23:04. So that's 11:04. The lady said she got there like after 10 and he got there after her. So yeah, there's that. Where were we at? 21 something? Hold on.
Okay.
Are you Ginger? Okay.
Oh, so he knows.
I just saw his phone ringing.
Yeah, I'm Ginger.
Okay. Okay.
He's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he's going with us.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
Does he get like a free call or anything?
Free what?
Like a call from jail or anything?
Oh, yeah. He can call people. Okay.
He's kind of, he barks a lot, huh?
I don't know.
I haven't heard him bark.
Thank you. Yeah, I do the PLCS Class A, the paraphernalia. Failure to comply with a police officer, police officer, to give us his ID. So.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Failure to comply with a police officer, a lawful command of a police officer. He really slipped that one in there quick.
I'm gonna just start working on the. You couldn't find a criminal history stuff.
That tells me he knows that's debatable.
I don't know what's wrong with it.
Do we played ID back in here? No, I think we did. Yeah, we did.
He has no. I ran the FBI. His FBI number comes up. It comes up like something's wrong with it.
Yeah.
After his arrest, Mr. Black was charged with failure to disclose identity, disorderly conduct, possession of a controlled substance, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Notably, while disorderly conduct is ordinarily just an infraction, it becomes a Class C misdemeanor if the individual continues the behavior after being asked to stop. Mr. Black was charged with a Class C misdemeanor, as Officer Mustafich claimed in her report that Mr. Black continued to, quote-unquote, be confrontational after the officers advised him to stop causing a, quote-unquote, disturbance. And Officer Gray alleged that he continued, quote-unquote, arguing with the woman who broke his windshield after the officers ordered him not to. However, all 4 charges against Mr. Black were eventually dismissed with prejudice, presumably after prosecutors reviewed the body camera footage. On October 3rd, 2025, Mr. Black's attorney filed a
Prosecutors are like, look, let's drop this as quick as we can. Maybe that'll shave off, a few tens of thousands of dollars from this guy's lawsuit he's about to get.
notice of claim against the Unified Police Department and officers Mustafich and Gray. As of the date of writing this episode, this claim is still pending. Overall, the Salt Lake officers get an F for arresting the victim of a crime simply because they didn't like
Ay caramba!
his attitude, demonstrating fundamental misunderstandings of both the First and Fourth Amendments, and for maintaining a rude, condescending, and confrontational demeanor throughout the interaction. The Salt Lake officers arrived on scene to investigate reports of animal neglect, only to find that a pair of citizens had already broken the windshield of Mr. Black's vehicle to reach his dog. At that point, Mr. Black was the victim of property damage, not the perpetrator of a crime. But the officers were more concerned with Mr. Black's reaction to discovering his destroyed property than the actual destruction of the property itself. The officers treated Mr. Black as more of an adversary than a complainant, and their tone was consistently dismissive and antagonistic. At no point did any of the officers make a legitimate effort to de-escalate the situation, and they essentially created the conditions for more escalation through their hostility and their failure to adequately separate the parties involved. Furthermore, rather than focusing on the 2 individuals who had actually destroyed property, the officers directed their attention toward Mr. Black, demanding that he present his identification without establishing any lawful basis for his detention. As discussed earlier, officers may only compel identification when a person is lawfully detained on reasonable suspicion of criminal activity. There was no evidence that Mr. Black had committed any offense, and his refusal to provide his name was constitutionally protected. Nonetheless, the officers treated his...
Damn right it was. Guys, this goes to show you, even if you are a junkie, okay, this guy had a pipe and whatever drug paraphernalia. Even if you are a junkie, you need to know your rights, okay? And don't back down, because it might really suck in the moment that you have to be without your little pipe and your stash because you got searched. But you got searched illegally, and you're about to make tens of thousands of dollars. You can buy plenty of heroin and meth with that. Okay, the future is bright for you as long as you stand up for your rights and get a decent attorney. Hope you're all learning something here.
Non-compliance as a provocation and escalated the situation into a custodial arrest. This decision clearly demonstrated not only a misunderstanding of the limits of their authority, but also an abuse of their arrest powers in order to punish disobedience rather than enforce law. Perhaps the most glaring failure, however, was their refusal.
Bro, this is what I'm saying. I feel like sometimes when I get on here and I'm doing some of these cop videos where we're trying to review where cops fuck up, sometimes I feel like, maybe I'm being a little too judgy. I'm being too nitpicky and, I just want to talk shit. And, but guys, you just have to think about it. This is their job. This is their job. I don't fucking go to work and just tell a customer to fuck off when they walk in because I feel like it. You're a cop. You are supposed to be upholding the Constitution. You're supposed to be arresting criminals and protecting other people's rights. How do you what kind of training do you have? What kind of mentality do you have just as an employee? You should, whatever your job is, you should be going in to try to do it the right way. How are you clocking in as a cop and not saying in the back of your head, okay, I'm clocked in, so I got to be careful here and I got to make sure I know if someone hasn't committed a crime and I just slap cuffs on them, I might lose my job and get the city sued for tens of thousands of dollars, which essentially is like other people's tax dollars. So you can thank the cops here that a crackhead, a guy with a crack pipe, and other crazy crackheads caused some ruckus, and now tens of thousands of dollars are getting, the city's getting sued. Essentially, though, I think that means it's our tax dollars. You can thank the cops for that. The crackheads are just doing what the crackheads do, okay? It's the cops' fault that the city is getting sued, all right? Icy Bird. Wait, was that you? I scrolled past it. I appreciate that. Yeah, Icy Bird. I'm baked as hell, and I cherish your stream, dude. I really do. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Yeah, guys, please smash the like button. We're not in the best algo tonight. I really thought YouTube liked to push hatred towards cops a little bit more than this. Somehow we're in a bad algo tonight. I'm counting on this, maybe getting some clicks later. Look, I wasn't even going to stream tonight. We're just having some fun, lads. Small town cops. Yeah, it'd be like that. It really do. That's probably part of the problem here is the small town cop mentality. If you're a small town cop, you are not concerned with what some streamer might think about your actions on duty.
Refusal to pursue accountability for the woman who broke Mr. Black's windshield. Despite acknowledging that she caused the damage, the officers dismissed the possibility of a charge, claiming that she lacked quote-unquote criminal intent. As we discussed earlier, that reasoning was legally inaccurate and demonstrated a basic lack of understanding of Utah's property damage statute. The officers also searched Mr. Black's pockets following the arrest and discovered illegal drugs. However, the discovery of drugs or paraphernalia under those circumstances did not retroactively justify the seizure. The exclusionary rule exists to prevent precisely this kind of misconduct by removing any incentive for officers to bypass constitutional safeguards. And the Salt Lake officers perfectly demonstrated the very conduct that rule was designed to deter. As a whole, the Salt Lake officers' actions not only violated Mr. Black's rights, but they also inverted the proper relationship between law enforcement and the public by criminalizing the victim of a crime while excusing the offenders. This interaction highlights how unchecked authority, when combined with a lack of professionalism and legal understanding, can quickly transform a routine
They arrested the victim.
response into an unlawful detention and an abuse of law enforcement authority. Mr. Black gets an A for remaining relatively calm and collected despite having his property damaged and for being baselessly arrested, for refusing to identify himself when he was likely not required to do so, and for following up this interaction with the proper legal action. From the beginning of this interaction, Mr. Black was placed into an unreasonable and
I wouldn't have given him an A. You know what? If we're actually being across the board judging everyone's actions here, once the cops start asking you for your ID and you are a drug user, you need to immediately, if you want to refuse to give them ID, you need to immediately take a mental note of what kind of crack rocks and stuff that you have in your pockets. And then you go, oh, fuck, I have a crack pipe and crack rocks in my pocket. Let me go hide these. And you say, oh, okay, you want my ID? Let me go inside and get it. And then you go inside, you put the crack rocks and the crack pipe somewhere else hidden. You come back out without the ID and without the crack rocks and crack pipe, and you tell a cop, suck my dick.
emotionally charged situation. He had just discovered that strangers had shattered his windshield while his dog sat frightened inside the vehicle. And within moments, responding officers began treating him as a suspect rather than a victim. Although Mr. Black certainly could have benefited from invoking his right to remain silent, his reaction to this situation was completely reasonable considering the circumstances, and nothing that he did or said was inherently criminal or unprotected by the Constitution. Mr. Black's refusal to identify himself was equally justified. As discussed before, Utah law only requires individuals to provide their names when they are lawfully detained under circumstances that create reasonable suspicion of criminal activity. At the time that the officers demanded his identification, no such suspicion existed. Mr. Black was not accused of neglecting his dog, and there was no evidence that any criminal offense had occurred beyond Mr. Black's property being damaged. Throughout the encounter, Mr. Black displayed a level of restraint that sharply contrasted with the conduct of the Salt Lake officers, and I commend Mr. Black for remaining compliant despite the blatant unfair treatment from the officers. Mr. Black should also be recognized for following up this interaction through the proper legal channels. His composure both during and after the arrest
was so blatant.
Stands as a model of how to handle an unlawful detention responsibly. I commend Mr. Black for standing up for his rights without
He is a model crackhead.
becoming overly hostile, and for pursuing justice through the courts rather than on the street. Let us know if there's an interaction or legal topic that you would like us to discuss in the comments below. Thank you for watching.
I think everyone involved in that was a fucking crackhead. I called it from the beginning, guys. You know what? That's pretty funny because I did not watch that, pre-watch it. And I actually did call that. They're all fucking idiots. I called that right at the beginning. That guy was also a crackhead, but he was the victim crackhead. Okay, so let's Let me go to this one. Yeah, we'll save. I'll save that other one for another night because I do want to look at the shorter clips that I had saved. I got them saved over on my Facebook, but I wanted to see what this one is. This will probably be something along the same lines. Let me get you guys.
That could have been an email. Losing interest.
Watching an ad. I like the drum there. I like the little toms. I try to get the second one. Watch. Let's see if I can do it. It's oddly timed. Hold on. Let me fix my screen so I can. Okay. All right. Let's play. Let's see if I can get the drum part. Oh, I missed it. Anyway.
On August 10th, 2024, Deputy Junior Fields of the Smith County Sheriff's Office was engaged in a traffic stop in Gordonsville, Tennessee.
Hell yes, Sniz. I appreciate that. More shows like this, Steve. Guys, look, I've seen the comments and stuff. I'd be reading the comments, guys. Look, I know the stream, it's called Dark Times with Dark Match Steve, and some nights it's just like it really holds true to its name, and it's been trending in that direction of being very dark. I can't help what else is going on in the world that I can't spin as, funny and entertaining. Okay, that was very challenging with the Charlie Kirk stuff. That's walking a tightrope, trying to be entertaining and investigate and dissect someone you actually look up to sort of being assassinated. That's tricky, okay? And also my mom dying. There's some of these things that are just out of my control, and it reflects on the stream. So I'm sorry. I will try to, consciously, we'll work in some more fun nights. I'll try to do at least one night every week or something where we just chill. We don't have to fucking investigate someone getting murdered.
Local resident Chris Kitchen was driving by the traffic stop when
That's a hell of a name, Chris Kitchen. Looks like he spends a lot of time in the kitchen too. Let's go.
the driver in front of him slammed on their brakes. The interaction that followed was captured on Deputy Fields' body camera.
Get off that.
Quit! Motherfucker. I'll be back.
Oh, nah. You just disrespected a cop by not looking like you're scared of him when he pointed his finger at you. You're fucked.
I mean, you got something you need to say?
What the fuck? Who does this cop think he is? You got something you need to say? What happened to de-escalation? Why are these cops all out here, pretty much acting as if they want to kill us?
I understand that, but it was uncalled for. And the bird was uncalled for too.
It's not against the law.
It's not against the law, but you're not going to stop.
Point your finger.
I'll put my finger anywhere I want to.
No, you don't. You don't.
You get your ass back in that truck right now and
tell
leave.
me what to do, dude.
Get in the truck or you're going to jail.
You ain't
get in the truck or you're going to jail.
No, you're not.
You stopped on this traffic stop. Get in your truck and leave.
Back. No, I'm not. You're not going to talk to me like that.
Turn around. Stop.
Get your money, bro.
Stop. Listen, if that's the way we're going to do it. Put your hands behind your back. You're going to act like that. You stopped on the traffic stop.
No,
there was
tell you why.
Listen to me. Calm down. Stop.
The guy stopped. Listen, I'm a truck driver.
If you'll give me just a second.
I drive down the road all the time. I'm so tired of people stopping and gawking at police pulling people over. They need to mind their fucking business and go on. And that's what I was doing, man. It wasn't against you.
Well, I understand that. But you shot me a bird for no damn reason.
Because you started yelling at me because you didn't.
I said stop. Because that's how people get in road rage incidents and get shot.
Dude,
if you're a professional driver,
I'm perfectly fine of taking care of myself.
Well,
okay?
You know what? Not today.
Dude, take these handcuffs off of me.
You stop acting like you are.
I'm not.
And calm down.
You listen. You come at me.
No, sir, I didn't.
You did.
Okay, I'll tell you what. We're gonna walk back here in my car, and you're gonna go to jail.
You for what?
Disorderly conduct. It'll absolutely fit the code.
No way, dude.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll try it
It'll fit the code.
and see. We'll let the judge decide.
I don't want to try that, but I'm just saying, dude, this is uncalled for.
Yeah, it is uncalled for.
No, it ain't.
Okay.
We packed banquet mega bowls full of cheddar mac and cheese smothered in mozzarella. But it wasn't
That don't look bad.
mega. So we topped them with chunks of buffalo-style
What is this?
chicken for a whopping 27 grams of protein. Now that's...
Oh, yeah. It comes in the black plastic, which is recycled computer plastic and stuff and has all kinds of chemicals in it. That normally adds a really good flavor to it. This is really probably delicious. And it looks just like that when you take it out of the freezer and heat it up in the plastic that releases chemicals.
Deputy Fields tells Mr. Kitchen that he's going to take him to jail for quote-unquote disorderly conduct. Section 39-17-305 of the Tennessee Code, which defines the offense of...
You know what? This one I feel like is a little bit more of a gray area, at least to me. So yeah, let's take a good look at these criminal codes here and see what the fuck. Because I don't know, disorderly conduct, I don't know exactly what the fuck even happened. The guy was honking. So it sounds like the guy is saying he was honking at the car in front of him because the car was like stopping to video or look at, or he said gawk at the police that were on the side of the road, whatever traffic thing was going on, someone else getting arrested or something. And the people were like driving too slow. So he honked. The cop yelled at him and looked like he was going to chase him. And so the guy pulled over and got out of his car to talk, and it just went downhill from there. So I don't know.
Disorderly conduct lists several ways that an individual can commit disorderly conduct. Deputy Fields did not explain which of Mr. Kitchen's actions he considered to be quote-unquote disorderly, but the language of the statute does not appear to apply to any of Mr. Kitchen's conduct. While Mr. Kitchen did raise his middle finger at Deputy Fields, spoke assertively to him, and argued with him, his actions certainly did not rise to the level of engaging in, quote, fighting or in violent or threatening behavior. As the Court of Criminal Appeal...
You know, that's true. Because if it was actually arrestable, from what he did, just pulling over and getting out of his car, flipping off the cop. Yeah, now that I'm like thinking about this more, this is like, I'm pretty sure the cops are fucked here too. But he would have just arrested him right there, but it was because he was like giving the officer bullshit back and not just like tucking his tail and walking away. He got arrested. That's pretty much what happened.
Of Tennessee explained in the 1996 case of State versus Millsaps, where they said that violent or threatening behavior requires, quote, an overt act or direct threat of harm. It is possible that a court could find that honking his horn at the other driver was a violation of Section 55-9-201 of the Tennessee Code, which prohibits drivers from using their horn for any reason other than as a, quote unquote, reasonable warning. Although there is also an argument that Mr. Kitchen was, quote unquote, warning the other driver of his approach. However, this would be a traffic violation and not disorderly conduct. Finally, while Mr. Kitchen did refuse to obey Deputy Fields' order to leave, the disorderly conduct statute only applies to orders to disperse that are issued to maintain public safety in dangerous proximity to a fire, hazard, or other emergency. Accordingly, it is unlikely that a court would conclude that Mr. Kitchen engaged in disorderly conduct. Before we continue the interaction, I want to give a big thanks to the sponsor of this episode, Private Internet Access VPN.
Sounds like he's good. Let's skip through this ad. We got ads on ads on ads. Yeah, Maddie P said YouTube Premium. I don't know, oh my God. I think you're right, Maddie P. I think we need YouTube Premium. Guys, it's crazy to me. I really, we'll have to see how long I can keep these standards in place, these high standards that I have for content creators, because I just think it is absolutely insulting that people will have their YouTube page monetized. Okay, I got splinters of a toothpick in my mouth. They will have their YouTube channel monetized, and YouTube places their ads all through the video. Now, if I'm not mistaken, you can actually pick where they go. So these people are placing these ads throughout the video, but they also are doing live ad reads in the content. And then on top of that, they will have like more secretive type of ads where they pretend that they're not doing an ad and they mention a product or something. It's just completely out of hand. I don't know, like what, maybe it's because I have a job and can contribute to society in other tangible ways that, to me, it's like insulting or fucked up or something. Like your audience, it's not just, I get it, you're getting YouTube videos for free, okay? It's like, it seems like it's fair. You should see like an ad or two for a video. But when you're just getting assaulted, to me, it's just crossing the line here. Like either I'm going to get monetized and do some like a couple ads in the video and you can skip through it, or I'm going to do like maybe talk about a company during my video so I can actually like get some pay directly from some company and not have to make you guys skip through the video. It's like, I feel like once you get some of these people, once they get big enough as content creators, they just completely forget what it's like to watch a video yourself and not like pay for premium.
Failed brace.
I'll never feed that to my cats. Never.
Can create powerful reversal setups. If a bullish breakout doesn't follow through, that's bearish. If a bearish breakout doesn't follow through, that...
I'm going to be poor forever. I don't care about your crypto advice.
You're not getting my... Come on, man.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to get you out of there. No, you want to stop and be a jerk.
No,
and
sir.
do this that you're doing, so that's what we're going to go down this road.
No. You're just a jerk, so I'm taking you to jail, sir.
I wasn't trying to... I was honking the horn at them for stopping and gawking. That's it.
They were trying to get by us without having any problems. That was absolutely... So listen, if you're a truck driver and you see everything that you said you see every day, there was absolutely, and I'm sure you do. We do too. But there's absolutely no reason for you to act the way you did, and you know it.
No,
and the good Lord knows it if you want to go down.
I just honked my horn, dude. Don't even go on.
But when you got out and I told you,
good Lord knows it. What the fuck? What state are we in here? Where is this?
Get back in your truck and leave.
Let you know what I was doing.
And you want to start acting the way you are. I gave you a lawful order. You're interfering with a traffic stop, and you had no reason to stop there.
Is this for the property right here? Right here.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. You want to keep going down that road? We'll go down that road.
Dude, my arm.
Okay, then walk.
They are literally going down that road.
I will walk, but you're fucking hurting me, man.
I'm not hurting you.
Yeah, you are.
It's all recorded.
Tennessee? Is that where they said they were from? Is Tennessee? That's probably about right there. I forget what they said it, I think, but I don't remember.
Don't say nothing.
Shut up.
We're going to go this side. Stand still. Have a seat.
Hey, can you loosen him up just a little bit?
I will.
Dude, let me roll, man. Come on.
I was going to try to do that, but you kept running your mouth.
No, I wasn't, sir. I was just trying to explain it to you.
I don't need explanations.
Just let me roll, man. Just let me get my car going. I just come from a funeral. Come on.
Sit down right there. What is your name?
Chris Kitchen.
Okay. Miss Kitchen, where do you live at?
I live in Carthage.
Okay. Let me explain this to you, and I'm going to be very blunt with you. And if you want to file a complaint, go file it. I don't care.
Okay.
There is absolutely no right that you have to stop on a traffic stop and act the way you did. You wasn't involved in it. The way your actions is exactly why people out here on this road gets in situations that can get them killed and hurt.
Shoot me then?
No, I'm not saying me. I'm talking about the people in front of you that you're going and honking at.
Get out of them. I'm stopping to come back and tell you why I was honking, bro.
That's not what I'm saying. Okay. If you would, whatever bad day you had, whatever's going on with you, you're the one out of line. Nobody else.
Okay.
You don't have to
Yeah, he looks like he was having the bad day, not the cop who had the short temper.
agree with me. That's the way it is.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sorry that you was at a funeral. I'm sorry you got stuff going on. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I've never met you before. But you can't do what you just done. You got to know deep down that that's not
I
right.
think it's wrong. I thought I wouldn't do anything wrong.
It is 100% wrong.
Okay, and I apologize.
You don't owe me an apology. You need to just stop. You need to think about it for a minute. So what have you got going on that you're so upset about today? I get that people, you see this all the time. I understand that. But I was telling you to stop blowing the horn because people get crazy and people do stuff that they shouldn't do, and there's no sense in all that.
But see, there's no sense in you hollering like you did because that's the kind.
That's fine. If that's the way you feel, we'll let the judge decide.
No, I'm just saying that what you put out there, that's what you're gonna get back.
No, that's not how it works. You have a lack of respect for authority. Is your problem?
No, sir, I don't.
Well, I disagree.
If somebody treats me with respect,
I wasn't even talking to you. We was on a traffic stop that had nothing to do with you. And if you hadn't pulled up blowing the horn, acting the way you were acting, we wouldn't even be having this discussion.
Oh.
And then you got out and I told you to get back in your truck, a lawful order, and you refused to do it. You're absolutely in the wrong.
Deputy Fields claimed that Mr. Kitchen refused his quote-unquote lawful order to get back into his vehicle and leave the traffic stop. However, it is important to note that Mr. Kitchen was parked a substantial distance away from the traffic stop and not actively interfering with it. Section 39-17-307 of the Tennessee Code states that, quote, a person commits an offense who, without legal privilege, intentionally, knowingly, or recklessly disobeys a reasonable request or order to move issued by a person known to be a law enforcement officer to prevent obstruction of a highway or maintain public safety, as the statute defines the term obstruct as, quote, to render impassable or to render passage unreasonably inconvenient or potentially injurious to persons or property. Mr. Kitchen was clearly not obstructing the road by being parked on the side of it. While courts do recognize the authority of police officers to control the immediate scene of their duties for safety reasons, and they can issue lawful orders to step back or disperse when a third party is posing an actual danger or actively interfering, citizens also have the right to be present in public forums, such as streets and sidewalks. Here, because Mr. Kitchen was a significant distance from the traffic stop and was not attempting to involve himself or otherwise interfere with the traffic stop, he would have a strong argument that Deputy Fields' order to leave was not lawful.
Fear not what lies ahead. The 6 dragons shall stand.
Was you not coming back to get in your vehicle, come after me?
I was going to come back in my
So that's why I pulled over and got out.
I was 100% coming back to my vehicle.
Yeah. But you're making this out to be like I was coming back to...
Put your feet in.
Come on, man, let me roll.
Put your feet in the car.
Come on, man.
Because you keep wanting to have the damn argument.
No,
I'm
not arguing. I'm just explaining
No,
myself.
you have
Bro, go to jail, get your fucking money. Get that check.
no explanation with me.
Okay, brother.
Okay.
Just cut me loose and let me roll.
No, that's not how this is going to work.
Come on, man. I mean...
Until you can understand that you are the problem, we're going to go exactly down the lawful path. Because you are the problem. Your actions are the reason you're in handcuffs in my back seat right now. Not mine. Not nobody else's.
Right now.
It's a thing about being an adult. Put your feet in the car. Good grief. Are you almost done with that? What's his problem?
Oh, man. We just every guy down, came back. He's the problem. Coming out like that.
Yeah.
Being disorderly. He flicks you off and everything.
Watch the ditch, ma'am. I don't want you to fall.
Listen, did you hear that little, that was the gayest little ass kissing that I've ever seen. That was pretty gay. Yeah, why'd he come back like here, talk to you like that, all disorderly and stuff? Hook.
Profile, please. I know it's tight.
You were totally in the right. He's definitely not going to file a lawsuit and get tens of thousands of dollars.
What's he got going on that he's so upset about?
He hates cops in general.
Why?
I mean, truly.
I don't know why. I mean, we just arrested him unlawfully. I don't know why he hates cops.
He just says they're unfair to people. And
Well, I'm in no way trying to be unfair, but I can't have him stopping down on traffic stop shooting birds.
no, they put on their brakes real hard.
I know, but
and
Luckily, whether you were intentionally trying to not be fair or unintentionally, either way, he can get that check. He gonna get that check.
we come over that hill right there.
Well, you have to, and I know you know this, but you weren't driving out. You had to slow down when you're getting off anyway, and I'm sure he was, but that's how road rage incidents happen.
They stopped right there at you and put on their
Right,
and stopped the brakes.
because
And
we-
we're like, look, you know how people stop when they see a cop and they start looking? And he was just like, go on, you know, it's none of your
Well,
business, just go on.
it was the whole incident, because I told him to get in his truck and leave.
Uh-huh.
He can't be getting out on traffic stops.
Yeah.
Okay? And then, hold on a second. 67. All right. So I'm not sure what's going to happen at this point.
6'7".
He may be going to jail for disorderly conduct. Right now he's detained until he calms down and we can talk like adults. And we're going to go from there.
Okay.
All right? He can't do that. No matter if he don't like cops or whatever.
I know,
We're just simple people doing a job. That's
I've
it.
told him.
And it's not your fault.
He don't listen to me.
Is that? I'm assuming that's your husband, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Where do y'all live at? Do you want to stay in the vehicle so you can say cool? I'll be back and talk to you in just a few minutes and let you
Give
know
him time to calm down.
That's what I'm gonna
Yeah, you'll be fine. Just give him time to calm down.
do.
We just come from a funeral. So.
Yeah, and he said that. That's the reason I was like, this is not going anywhere the way we're going. I'm sorry. Emotions obviously is high with him right now. I don't know if it was a family member.
My cousin.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Her cousin's spirit led this man to tens of thousands of dollars.
I'm gonna try to talk to him one more time. If he acts like somebody, we're gonna get to go home. But if he doesn't, we're gonna go jail.
If he acts like somebody.
That's it.
It's wrong.
Sir. All right. I understand you've had a bad day. I get it. I'm not trying to make your day any worse. I talked to your wife. She said that she told us the same story you did about coming from the funeral, and I'm sorry.
Tell that cop, suck my dick.
Hey, I'm sorry for y'all's loss. But you really can't act like that. She said you have hard feelings for the police. We're just people doing a job, and I know you may not feel that way, and I'm not trying to change your mind.
I don't like y'all, man. I don't like how y'all treat people.
Well,
I don't like how you talk to people.
Well, I don't
like you yelled at me. It's not against the law for me to honk the horn at another vehicle.
Well, and it's not against the law for me to
yell at me, and then when I get out of the car and come back to tell you I wasn't doing it to you, then you really, and then me flipping you off, and then it's
put yourself in my shoes.
Well, I just know how to treat people how I want to.
Well, then, if that's the case, the shooting the bird, and then if he was legitimately just trying to tell me that you wasn't meaning that toward me, and that the bird shooting and all that
yelling at me, that was all.
I absolutely yelled at you, and there's nothing wrong with that. I believe if you were sitting here
and called him a mother effer, we remember that, right?
Trying to keep dodge cars and deal with people, I believe you would want to yell too when somebody's doing what you were doing. So, I mean, there's a difference.
You're just not going to see it my way.
I'm not going to see it.
You're not going to see that car was almost stopped.
I'll tell you what. I'm done. I'm done. Put your foot back in the car. I'm done. Okay. I was trying to give you a break, but you're going to go to jail for disorderly conduct today.
Okay.
I'm done. Y'all want to tell her? That's fine.
Mr. Kitchen was charged with disorderly conduct. On October 1st, 2024, while the charge was still pending, Mr. Kitchen was at City Hall when he decided to video record some police cars that were parked in a public area. While he was filming, he found some personal information that was publicly visible and showed the video to Officer Candace Robertson of the Gordonsville Police Department, who had responded to back up Deputy Field at Mr. Kitchen's original arrest. Mr. Kitchen told the Random Patriot in an interview that a third party got involved in his conversation with Officer Robertson and began to loudly taunt him.
And in the process of me showing her this video, there was a guy that was standing there talking to her, and he started to get mouthy and real loud. And I told him, hey, dude, I'm not talking to you, so, just kind of leave me be and let me finish my conversation, so to speak, and let me get out of here. Well, he took offense to that and began to taunt me and try to, and they're standing there watching this the whole time. Well, I had stepped back and had my camera in my hand, my phone, and I shook it back and forth and said, hey, I'm coming after you guys for what y'all done to me the other day, and it was wrong. And she's like, well, you just threatened me. And I'm like, no, ma'am. She took it completely out of context, which is what officers always do. I just get in my truck and leave. Well, as I'm getting in my truck to leave, I look in my side mirror on my door of my truck, and he's standing there mouthing, and I just reached up, flipped the bird. Well, I looked beside him, and she was right in my...
Sit right on top of the fish with a Recon trolling motor. A revolutionary new remote
ad abuse.
View of sight. So she got the bird too.
Officer Robertson followed Mr. Kitchen after he left and eventually initiated a traffic stop in his neighborhood. Mr. Kitchen was almost home, so he decided to drive a few blocks to his driveway before stopping.
Oh my God. These cops are making it worse for themselves.
Get out of the vehicle. Roll down your window. Roll down your window.
Rolling down.
Now.
Because you're ordered to.
Okay. Got any weapons in the vehicle? No, sir. Need you to step out.
For what?
Now.
For what?
Because I'm telling you to step out.
For what?
For disorderly. Step out of the vehicle.
Sir,
You're going to step out of the vehicle or I'm going to bust the glass. Now.
Dude, man, you can't
You
do
don't have
this.
to take
Y'all
that
can't
back.
Y'all can't do this.
Step out.
You're just mad because I come
Step out of the vehicle or I'm going to get a homeless crackhead to bust this window.
Out of the vehicle. You didn't show me anything. Step out of the vehicle.
Step back window.
He's coming out. Step out. Hands on the bed.
Put your phone down. I
can record
you can
you
set it
guys.
down. I don't want your
I can
hands.
record you guys.
Put your phone down.
No, I have the right to.
Put your hands back.
What are y'all doing, man? What are y'all doing? Oh, yeah, but y'all don't like to get cameras. Y'all don't like to get them. Yeah, and they're redacted.
You just touched me in front of my
No,
daughter
I
in a
didn't.
public
No, I
parking lot.
didn't, dude. No, I didn't. I was talking to that other guy.
No, you threatened me.
No, I didn't. I just said I'm a First Amendment auditor. That's what I was talking about. I showed you that.
I'm going to go with that. I'll put it in your pocket.
Oh God, he's an auditor.
Twice.
No, I didn't.
No, and he would get us. Yep.
In front of my daughter. In Rhinehall. In PNC parking lot. Come up to my vehicle.
To show you that your chief
And I told
had some
him,
personal
and I said that
information.
he was at the office.
Yeah, I was just showing
He
you.
was like, no, you can.
And I never touched you, ma'am. I was cussing that dude. Because I didn't see no
Bro, Kenny Powers, the Tennessee Fetterman. That's where this fucking beer deal looks like. That's where it's familiar from, is Fetterman's goddamn chin. Holy shit, that is funny. I kept thinking, I thought someone else mentioned something in the chat about his facial hair, and I was noticing that too. It's like completely, I don't know. It's that's a choice, that beard. That's all I'll say. But yeah, he's got the same beard fashion choices as a fucking guy that had a stroke and has a lump on his neck. So there's that.
I see no child in there. You guys are just making this up, man. Y'all know you already got me on disorderly, so you're just making it up. No, I didn't threaten them.
Stuff in the back. Yeah.
Have a seat. Advertising disorderly and assault.
And evading. We'll pull over. He knew he was back there.
And evading.
What are you doing?
I was sitting at TNT talking to my daughter in Ron Hall because she works with me. They were going to work. And he come up to the window and wanted to know who drove the black tow truck. He started showing me pictures. He went around and took a bunch of pictures inside Shannon's truck, and there was like the top of the ticket showing. It had somebody's personal information. He's like, I just want y'all to know that that's illegal and y'all can't do that. I'm not going to post this on Facebook. But after the other day, he was like, I'm after y'all. I was like, okay. And I was like, well, the chief of the office, you can go and talk to him. He's like, no, I'm telling you to do it. And then he just, like, he was him and Ryan were getting into it.
They were never left the gas station. Inside.
And so he was yelling at him and was cussing and flipping him off and was like threatening us as he's trying to get back in the truck, saying that he was going to get us all. And I was like,
coming for you.
He's like, if you want to get him for disorderly. But yeah, he was flipping off and cussing in front of Hannah. Yeah.
I would do assault and disorderly.
So I followed him. I was talking to Shannon for so long. So I don't want to stir up trouble if he's going to try to make trouble.
Here we go. A female cop at the center of it all again.
But he's also, this is the second time he's messed with cops for no reason. Like literally, I saw it happen because I backed up Junior and Nathan when they were on that stop because I saw him stop.
Funny face, yes, a Chinese succulent meal. Get your hand off my penis.
He jumped out of his truck and started rushing the traffic stop, and Junior was rushing back at him, and it was all because he laid on his horn because I guess Junior and him were stopping traffic because of the blue lights, and he was pissed that the car in front of him was slowing him down, so he laid on the horn past him, and Junior told him to stop, so he stopped and was cussing Junior because he was so off.
Obviously, he's a sovereign citizen.
Short people do.
He's a sovereign citizen, too.
What did he say? He was a First Amendment
auditor, yeah.
That's what they go and do, fill in side patrol cards and all that. Don't know if there's a whole lot illegal about it. But just, yeah, we got to do it.
But did he make acts or threats of violence?
What was it he said?
He said he's gonna be on top of us, and then later on he circled back around to it and said, "I'm gonna get y'all." So depends on how you interpret it.
Say the words. But
yeah, he didn't.
Said that he was going to get us all.
I took it straight. I told him that immediately. We immediately said it to him, and he said it again. He doubled down.
I do assault, disorderly, and evading.
I was about to say, with 2 roads, he knew he was back here.
I would name him with everything.
Yeah, if we're gonna do it, might as well.
Build a website you love with Wix. For your words.
The officers explained that they interpreted Mr. Kitchen's ambiguous statement that he was, quote-unquote, going to get them as a threat of violence and discussed potential criminal charges to pursue against him. As the Supreme Court explained in the
maybe he was going to get them some donuts and coffee.
2003 case of Virginia versus Black, quote, the First Amendment permits a state to ban so-called true threats, which encompass those statements where the speaker means to communicate a serious expression of an...
Well, yeah, Kenny Power said, it seems like they like this drama. No, that is very true. You know, but they are... all they're doing is you know, acting within their legal rights. So, you know, let them get the drama. They're also getting fat checks too, so I respect that. And they're getting clicks. This is a win-win-win. We should all be going out there and getting arrested, you know, when the cops have no probable cause. We would all be a lot richer and happier.
Intent to commit an act of unlawful violence to a particular individual or a group of individuals. Section 39-13-101 of the Tennessee Code includes so-called true threats in its definition of assault, stating that, quote, a person commits assault who intentionally or knowingly causes another to reasonably fear imminent bodily injury. Now, there are several issues with applying this statute to Mr. Kitchen's statement. First, the statute requires that the statement put another individual in reasonable fear of imminent or immediate bodily harm. Here, Mr. Kitchen did not specify any sort of bodily harm that he was going to cause, and by waving his camera back and forth,
he was driving away saying, I'm gonna get you. So I don't know what if they thought maybe he was gonna turn the car around and then ram them. I don't know. trying to figure out what reasonably they would think.
Attempted to communicate that he intended to expose the officers, not cause physical harm to them. He did not take any physical actions that would communicate to Officer Robertson that she was in danger of an immediate violent attack, and even explained that he was not threatening her when she accused him of doing so. Accordingly, even if Officer Robertson actually was afraid that Mr. Kitchen was going to cause her imminent bodily injury, it is highly unlikely that a court would conclude that such a fear was, quote-unquote, reasonable.
Where'd y'all light him up at? 2 roads over?
Well, whenever we were still on Upper Ferry, and then he turned on him.
Yeah, she turned her siren on. He didn't. Just pretend like he didn't know. But he knew he was back there. You looking for him, he's in hers. Okay. Well, he can't be disorderly about it.
I said, I do is the whole debating and
Yeah, I said I did him with the baiting. Yeah. He wouldn't give me his arm, yeah. Well, he wouldn't give me his arm either. I had to pry him loose.
From his residence?
Damn right.
Yeah,
He wouldn't stop for you. He did, yeah. That's what I told her. I said, that's a baiting at the very least, with a disorderly.
After his second arrest, Mr. Kitchen was charged with disorderly conduct, fleeing and evading, resisting arrest, and simple assault. Mr. Kitchen hired an attorney following the incident.
God, it must be hell dealing with these Tennessee cops. Holy shit. Fucking, disgusting accent. I mean, any of these cops, they start talking, you just know they're dumber than you are because of the way that they talk. That's got to be extra infuriating when you're having your rights violated by someone that may as well have a mongoloid face. It's like, you don't need to give them an IQ test. You can, in this case, listen to their accent and know that these people are tens of IQ points below you, and you're getting churned up in some bullshit because they are retarded. That must be extra infuriating.
And after his initial court date was rescheduled, he eventually reached a deal with the prosecution to dismiss all charges. Mr. Kitchen has no desire to pursue a federal claim against the deputies, and he wishes to move on from this incident peacefully. Overall, both these...
Oh, you loser. You're not a real auditor. Sue them. What the fuck? Maddie P., I will not have anyone in my chat disagreeing with me. Excuse me, bullshit DMS. You're way off. Way off fucking base. What am I off base about? Explain it. Maddie P is gonna have me swatted because I won't support police. Accents. Oh, on the accents. I see. Well, we're just gonna have to agree to disagree on that. Oh fuck. No, bro. I am at least maybe slightly joking there, but it's not like necessarily. Look, you know what? I'm not gonna even walk it back at all. Protecting your culture. Oh shit, are you from Tennessee? Do you talk like that too, bro? Damn, Matty P. I'm kidding. Your birthright. Oh fuck. I'm offending my audience now. I'm so sorry. Can I take back everything I've said during this stream tonight? I got a little loose, guys. We're trying to have fun. We crossed the lines. We hurt feelings. I'm sorry. Welcome to Dark Times with Dark Matt Steve.
Smith County Sheriff's deputies and the Gordonsville police officers get an F for demonstrating a fundamental misunderstanding.
I love it. The cops always get an F. They always fuck up so bad.
Of the First Amendment and free expression, maintaining hostile and confrontational demeanors throughout both encounters, and for likely arresting Mr. Kitchen in retaliation for exercising his rights. Deputy Fields set the tone of the first incident by threatening Mr. Kitchen with an arrest for disorderly conduct simply because he honked his horn and made a profane gesture. As mentioned earlier, the Constitution is clear that offensive speech and gestures directed at law enforcement fall squarely within the protections of the First Amendment, with the exception of fighting words or true threats, and Mr. Kitchen's conduct was unquestionably protected. The deputy...
Matty P., he said, I won't swat you. I'll show up in person. What, are you going to take me out to dinner? Aw. I love my audience. I love everybody in the chat. They're too nice to me. What bathroom are you trying to use? The women's. That's where I go to sit down to pee. Why? Is DMS being gay probable cause? It should be. DMS getting arrested for butt stuff. Sodomy is illegal some places, isn't it? Right? Maddie P's going to have me swatted because I'm doing sodomy over here. Guys, I'm doing sodomy up in this house. Everybody look out.
Further escalated the encounter when he framed his demand to leave the area as a quote-unquote lawful order, despite Mr. Kitchen being a significant distance from the traffic stop and not interfering with it in any meaningful way. Courts routinely uphold officers' authority to manage an active scene for safety. But in this case, there was no tangible threat or obstruction, making Fields' order legally dubious at best. The conduct of the Gordonsville officers during the second encounter was equally problematic. Although Mr. Kitchen's prior exchange with the officers is not captured on body cam, it is highly unlikely the vague statement that he was quote-unquote going to get them would survive legal scrutiny as a legitimate threat to the officers. The Supreme Court standard in Virginia versus Black makes it clear that a quote-unquote true threat requires a serious expression of intent to commit unlawful violence. And based on the statements of the officers, it doesn't appear that Mr. Kitchen's conduct met that standard. The decision to follow Mr. Kitchen, initiate a stop in his neighborhood, and escalate matters into multiple charges was totally unnecessary and blatantly retaliatory.
Bro, it is crazy, and I'm sure, as you guys have been saying in the chat, it's like a small town cop mentality. I'm sure there is an element of that in this that will account for what I'm about to say, but I just think it is crazy how, look, there are good cops. I'm not saying there aren't good cops and smart cops and whatever, but it is crazy to me to see a video where there's like 6 fucking cops sitting here violating someone's rights, and they all are dumb as rocks. They are fucking retarded and just like manufacturing a story to have charges pressed on somebody. And it's like, it's not like it's, there's 1 or 2 bad cops that spoil the whole bunch. It's like, you like to think that. Why are there like cops from several different bunches? Somehow we have all of the bad cops on duty at one time. Like, how is that statistically possible if it's just a few bad apples? Like, there are fucking 6 or 7 cops here, basically gang violating this man's rights, chasing him down in his neighborhood because he flipped them the bird. I mean, that's wild, man. F.
Together, the actions of these two departments illustrate a pattern of overreach aimed more at punishing perceived disrespect rather than addressing.
It's the sheriffs and the police. It's not just a couple bad cops. It's a bunch of bad cops and a bunch of bad sheriffs. Good Lord. Matty P, are you going to be okay in Tennessee over there, buddy? It looks rough, man.
Actual criminal conduct, and this interaction highlights how easily statutes can be misapplied when officers prioritize personal offense over objective legality, and why a robust understanding of First Amendment protections is indispensable in modern policing. Mr. Kitchen gets a B+, because although he could have exercised his right to silence more effectively, he was well within his rights to make profane gestures at the officers. He remained relatively calm and collected throughout both.
How did this guy get a lower score than the crackhead? The crackhead, the victim of the last interaction we saw, who was a crackhead, got an A. He got scored an A, and somehow this guy got a lower score than the crackhead. That's nice.
Counters, and he followed up these interactions through the proper legal channels. While much of Mr. Kitchen's conduct could be viewed as somewhat antagonistic, particularly in the first encounter, nothing he did was illegal or warranted an arrest in any capacity. When Deputy Fields accused Mr. Kitchen of disorderly conduct for honking and raising his middle finger, Mr. Kitchen did not cower or become belligerent. Instead, he stood his ground and he voiced his perspective while demonstrating both an awareness of his rights and a willingness to challenge the deputy's overreach. During the second incident with Officer Robertson, Mr. Kitchen again faced questionable accusations. And while Mr. Kitchen's statement about quote-unquote going to get them was certainly ill-advised, the surrounding context made it clear that he was referring to exposing the officers rather than physically attacking them. Nonetheless, it is never a good idea to use ambiguous phrasing while expressing dissent towards anyone, especially members of law enforcement. And this was one of the many occasions throughout these encounters where Mr. Kitchen could have benefited from simply remaining silent. That said, Mr. Kitchen consistently avoided crossing the line into unlawful conduct. Despite being followed home and confronted by multiple officers, he did not attempt to flee, resist with force, or lash out verbally at any time, and he did eventually comply peacefully in both interactions. While some of Mr. Kitchen's conduct was strategically unwise, nothing that he did was unlawful, and it in no way warranted the response that it ultimately generated. This encounter highlights the notion that citizens can assert their rights and challenge overreach without.
So yeah, he said this guy didn't do anything wrong technically, but it's not a good idea to use ambiguous language when dealing with cops. Saying I'm going to get you. What if you said, "I'm gonna shoot you," and then you pulled out a camera and we're like, "Look, I'm shooting pictures of you." Get him!
Resorting to hostility, but doing so effectively often requires carefully balancing speech with silence. Let us know if there's an interaction or...
Okay. All right, guys, it's 9:15. I got to get out of here for real. I have some more stuff saved. You know what? No, yeah, it's 9:15. I got to get out of here. I really do, guys. Life's been rough lately. It really has. I'm hanging in there, but it's been rough. Fucking yeah, I need to eat some dinner and relax. So yeah, I'll see you guys probably, well, whoever wants to tune in Sunday, I'll probably do a Sunday Run Day live. We'll see about that. Maybe an ice bath, I don't know. But yeah, and besides that, I'll be back for Dark Times with Dark Match Steve, the standard live stream, the glorious live stream. We'll be back Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I believe Scott Starbird, he will be live Monday at around 6 p.m. Eastern. And if I'm not mistaken, Alex Stein is supposed to be going live again, right? Next week. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. Truth is Unbreakable. Funny Face, Icy Bird. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Matty P, Kenny, thank you all for hanging in the support. Thanks, Maddie. I appreciate that. Never forget you're amazing, DMS. I appreciate it. So Maddie, does I know Scott's not, I haven't seen him in here tonight. Isn't Alex supposed to be starting next week or something? Maybe not Monday. Okay, whatever. So yeah, the Monday lineup will probably be me and Scott Starbird. So yeah, I'll see you guys in Scott's stream at 6 p.m. Eastern around then, and then I'll see you guys up in here at 8 p.m. Monday, if not Sunday for a run or ice bath or something. All right, lovers, thank you for the support. I really do appreciate it. These are dark times indeed. We got to stick together. I'll see you guys later. Everybody have a good Friday night. Go out there, get your dicks wet. There's still time. It's still early. And have a good weekend, and I'll see you guys later. Mwah.